Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Here's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
The 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Elliott. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
First down, Prescott forced out to his left. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
After the sack on first down, Prescott flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. A Breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. They don't hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20. football game.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And the Buccaneer first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brady eluding the pressure right. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
Saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. His pass caught at the 4.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st down Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is caught. One-handed. He pulled it in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Greg Zerline.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll roll him out right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll move the chains. Final shot before half for Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
On the return, the Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14.
14. Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, 34 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, You don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Score, Buccaneers 28, Cowboys 21. Bradley.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll run with Elliott. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
10th carry now for Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score, Buccaneers 35, Cowboys 21.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way, because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 34. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
First down, Buccaneers.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 17. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The big back Leonard Fournette able to push his way in from a yard out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there. They decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Taken in the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.